It's me, Mario. Hello.
I mean, there's nothing like that. I mean, sure, by the time I was born, the N64 was already outdated in terms of power. And while I was exposed to things like the Wii and Xbox 360 as I was growing up, I still can't help feel the magic that was the N64. I don't know if it was the console's look or the clunky controller, but I do know that the games were a big part of making this console feel so magical. The biggest one being Super Mario 64. While it might be haunted and smells like beans on a good day, Super Mario 64 revolutionized the gaming industry. Okay, but we all know that, alright? There's no need to repeat a story that gets repeated more times than I can say repeat in a sentence. For now, I just want to focus on the box art. The game don't look like that! Yeah, it was a trend among the early 3D days that if you made a game in 3D, you had to lie. Technology was just not advanced enough to give us that kind of power, and before you say it, no, Terminator is not proof because it was fiction. I had to look it up. I mean, it's fine, the gaming industry is always full of this kind of trickery. I mean, just look at Sticker Star, tricked us into thinking it was gonna be a good game. But it does beg the question that if they could have done it back then, what would it look like? Would it have been better? Worse? Mediocre? Probably mediocre. I guess we'll never know. Oh, shit. Now, I know what you're thinking, and no, I didn't get a haircut. Stop asking! But this little trick that we got here is courtesy of a little hack known as Render96, a mod for Super Mario 64 that makes the game look more like the promotional art. It honestly looks great, but there is a little bit of an issue. You see, the N64 has as much power as a microwave. It can't pump out graphics like this, even if it went to college for it. This version of Mario 64 isn't being played on an N64, or even a clone console. It's being played on Nintendo's worst nightmare. A PC. Yeah, we all know that Nintendo hates emulation, but this is a little less of a gray area and has more of a definite legal area. Essentially, it's illegal. Who said the word? Whoa, what word? Illegal? That's the one! Wait, there must be some misunderstanding here. Too late, bitch! Get tranquilized! Get what now? Oh, shit. Oh. Yeah, I've had worse dreams. No rise for the judge. I take it back, this is a nightmare.
In the case of Tom versus Nintendo, it states here that Tom was doing something illegal involving Nintendo, and therefore is being sued for $200.
$200? That's more than my net worth, man!
Mr. Who Games, will you be representing yourself?
Nope, I'll do it. I'm good at that.
Your Honor, if I'll be honest, I'd rather have the death penalty.
Overruled.
Don't worry, I got this. Judges love me. Your Honor, may we have an indefinite recess?
No.
Well, you're f***ed.
Great. Can this get any worse?
I call that guy who games to the stand. It came to my attention that you played a version of Mario 64 that wasn't on a Nintendo console. Explain yourself.
Well, I did, but inherently it wasn't actually illegal. This version of Super Mario 64 is a port to the PC. It's not emulation, but it was built from the ground up with source code. A lot of people will point at that big Nintendo leak that happened a year ago for being responsible, but actually this was a project that took years in reverse engineering the code. I don't know too much about coding. I kind of did cheat in that class, but I do know that it's not easy. Where it does become illegal is when the port starts using assets that the creators didn't make. So technically, yes, the port of Super Mario 64 is illegal, mainly because the assets are from Nintendo. But the way it was made isn't entirely illegal. But you know what is illegal is the fact that I woke up in a suit. The government doesn't want me in one. Apparently it's a liability, whatever that means.
But it's just as you said, the port uses Nintendo's assets, therefore it's illegal. You committed a crime by playing it.
Objection, Your Honor, my client only played that game for like 5 seconds. We all know there's some kind of rule like that.
Overruled.
Why?
Because it's stupid.
Yeah, okay, but for a little bit of time, the port wasn't actually fully legal. Something did change, though, later down the line. That came in the form of mods. As soon as the port was dropped, everyone was making mods for the thing. 4K support, 60 frames per second, ray tracing! Look at how realistic it looks. I can almost feel the Italian sweat. But one that caught everyone's eye is a graphical mod that replaces all the models and textures with higher quality custom-made assets. It's to make the game look like the promotional art, and it does a great job of doing that. It almost feels wrong in a way because it's too many polygons! I told the government that the polygon invasion was happening soon, and we got proof of it right here. Oh my god. This mod doesn't just end at the graphical upgrades either. There's also new content put into the game too, like Luigi! He's real. He exists. We finished the mystery for the 40th time. Look at it. Look, Reddit. I did it. Oh, Wario's also in the game, but I don't want to talk about it. Please. You unlock them by collecting keys to their warp pipes. It's kind of similar to Mario 64 DS, but it's just a little bit better here in my opinion. You can also get co-op mode working, along with so much more. The PC port of Super Mario 64 is very customizable, and it is fun to mess around with, but at its core, it's still Super Mario 64. And, well, for that, I really couldn't recommend this. While I do think it's cool, I think it doesn't beat the original. There's just too much charm in the original game. When you start doing all this to it, that charm starts to get lost, and while it is cool, it is a cool concept, I like it, it's just not as good in my opinion. But while yes, at one point the port was illegal, now it's more of a gray area again.
It doesn't excuse your actions of delving into the port itself.
If I may interject, I gotta put on record that my client was possessed.
What?
If you don't recall, on the date of July 4th, 2020, my client was possessed by something that only Mr. Nintendo himself could make. Exhibit A. Exhibit B. They were all out of colored ink. Exhibit B. Exhibit C. Tom with sideburns. Why did you do this? It doesn't look good.
Yes, but didn't he get that demon out of him?
No, I don't think I ever did. Is this even real?
Do the Mario, funny boy.
What the f happened?
Cops came in to bust you and shot you with a tranquilizer.
Yeah, but I didn't do anything.
You didn't, but Brent did.
Sup, bro?
What are you doing here?
I ran an illegal hot dog cart and they finally found me, but they must have mistaken you for me.
We look nothing alike.
Yeah, keep telling yourself that. Okay, bye!
Alright, what was I doing again? Oh, Mario!